Namaste, Shalom, Salam, everybody, Satnam. The mother energy is really important in all of our lives. Not all of us have been blessed with having great relationships with our mothers. That trauma can be healed. I recently did a healing on a beautiful young woman who had trauma from her relationship with her mother. Now the trauma is that the mother walked away from the child or two children's lives when they were young. And in this young lady's mind, the mother had left to have an affair or to be with somebody else. The reality of the situation, and how do I know the reality of the situation? Some of you know I'm a psychic and a channel. When I do healings, I don't know what's going to happen. Now her mother came, her soul came into the room and spoke through my body. She's still alive. So when she started speaking, initially I was a bit, who's this? Because I don't get the announcement of the name, they start talking. And she kept saying, forgive me, I didn't want to cause any issues with you two after my other child passed away. So there was a child that passed away before the other two children came into existence, before they were born. And the child passed away as I was channeling, I said it was the chemicals, it wasn't my fault, but I blamed myself. And at this point, my client says, oh my goodness, my sister died from gas poisoning. So there was a gas leak and the mother blamed herself. And for that reason, she couldn't handle the trauma of the passing of her child and left the other two with the father. Now, there's always two sides of the story. And when I say story, it's even circumstances, it's even culture, it's even religion. There are so many things that come into play, which then get passed on generation to generation. This pain, they say that there's genetics that gets passed on, but emotions do, genetics do, past life experiences do. And we are here in this incredible time to now clear this up. And some of you are ending up in front of me to heal that. And some of you are doing the work on your own. Either way, it's beautiful, and I'm hoping this video is going to help. You must come to some sort of terms of healing that bond between the mother and yourself. And sometimes that is healing the mother herself. Or in some circumstances, you cannot heal the mother because they're an older generation and they're stuck in their ways, but you do the work for yourself. Even if that work isn't being done by the mother, you can be the light. You can step into the space with light, with forgiveness, with knowing. And that itself is going to trigger this healing in the mother energy. So I asked this beautiful lady to heal that now that she knew everything and she understood why her mother had gone. And in that understanding, the healing came. So when she goes into the space with her mother again, she won't go with anger or conflict. She will go with understanding and love. And maybe the mother will never understand that, how she came to this point. And maybe she will explain that to her mother, completely her choice. But we never question our parents. What was your life? Where did you come from? Where was the suffering and pain? And sometimes the parents want to protect you from any pain and suffering. So the information they give you isn't a lot or all of it to protect you. So know that they were operating from their level of consciousness at the time, their level of support at the time. Plus they are carrying the projection of the emotions from their fathers, mothers, their fathers, mothers, and so on and so forth. But we are living in a time now where that's being released by one person, generally in the family. And if that's you, be that power. It means you are the powerful one. You were probably the black sheep of the family. You know, you were probably the one who was a little bit quiet when you were younger, or someone who was expressing themselves in ways which were not understood by the family around you, and maybe not even recognized by them. But Whatever that is, however your personality came about. Some of you are still holding on to personalities which aren't yours, which are a reaction to the projection of emotions from your ancestors, which have been passed on like DNA is passed on. So you became this personality which isn't really you, but is a protection and a protection side of you. This is you. With protection, which isn't you, because the person who is in protection and fear isn't the person who is in love and joy. The person who is in protection and fear isn't the person who is in love and joy. You're fulfilling a role. I am the protector. I am protecting myself. I am protecting others. Once that role has been removed, there it is. There you are. Allow yourself to be you, but heal that bond between the mother, at least with understanding of knowing, okay, I could never know what you've been through or why you were this way, but I can understand that there is some sort of trauma related to this, and I don't need to know what that is. I will still send you love, because I am living in a time and an age where the energies are coming in strong and powerful for me, so that I might be the light worker in this situation, so that I might be the healer in this situation, even just by understanding something that I might never know from you. But I understand that something happened and it doesn't matter what it is. I'm going to love you. I'm going to be love. Even if you still continue to say hurtful things to me, I understand that you're not being hurtful to me, but it's a pain that you are projecting out, one that was never healed or resolved. So let me resolve that for you by not reacting with pain, but reacting with forgiveness and love. For I come as a light worker, for I have activated the power within me to be able to clear that in my ancestral line, and I am honored to do so. I do with humility and grace, with the power that has been given to me today, and so it is. Once that is healed, there is a healing on a cosmic level so big that one day you will come to understand what that is. I promise you, you will. Whether that's in a dream, whether it's when you go on to another lifetime, you will understand. Let this wisdom come through you, within you, and be you. Blessings and love.